The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
Cedartown High School basketball.
He dunks it! Lays it up. Got it! Three-pointer try. Yes! Cedartown wins!
It's time for Cedartown High School Bulldogs basketball, right here on WGAA 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to courtside for today's action.
Well, if the student section reaction is anything to show what might be coming here in this matchup between Southeast Whitfield and the Cedartown Bulldogs, we're in for an exciting night as the Southeast Raiders starting five have been introduced. Ronald Knight gets a start for Cedartown, number 1. Xavier Holiday, the sophomore, also gets the start. Billy Darden, a senior for Cedartown, also gets the nod. MJ Holiday also will be getting the start, another senior. And Calvin Diamond, also a senior. As non-senior heavy as the Lady Bulldogs are, that's how senior heavy this team is this year. And Sam, for the defending region champs, I think that's a recipe for success as we get ready to start this boys matchup.
Absolutely. Experienced guys on the floor. Cedartown will be wearing their all-white uniforms trimmed in red and black, and the Southeast Raiders will be wearing all-black uniforms trimmed in white. This is Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter, and with the call for tonight, Andrew, take it away, sir.
Thank you very much. Cam Rich jumping for Southeast, and it's going to be tipped to the Raiders. Number 1, Joe Willis, and he'll be called for an immediate travel, and the student section lets him know about it.
They love it. Big student section on hand here tonight to cheer on both the Lady Dogs and now our Cedartown Bulldogs.
MJ Holiday sends it in to Ronald Knight, who will bring it down the floor, just underway here in this period. Down the floor they come quickly. It's a turnover back to the Raiders, and he'll give off now to Matthew Brock. Brock, also Samuel Harper is out there. Number 3, Matthew Brock. Number 1, Joe Willis. Back to Brock they go. Now they'll pass to the left side. Matthew Brock to the center, goes to Joe Willis. Willis, guarded by Xavier Holiday. Right side pass to Brock. Matthew Brock now to the center, Cal Rich. Rich drives to the hoop. Jumper does not go. Tipped up and still a fight for the ball. And Cedartown will end up getting it, but a jump ball will be called. Possession will stay with Southeast Whitfield.
MJ Holiday was in there to tie things up for the Dogs, which forced the turnover in the jump ball. And as we approach 7:20 to play left here in this first period, still scoreless, looking for our first basket of the night.
Cedartown will have it. Ronald Knight drives, give underneath. Jumper is up and in from Calvin Diamond. 2-0 Cedartown.
There's your first basket of the night, and as you hear, the student section is excited about it. In a lot of sports, you want home field advantage, but in basketball, it seems like it's that much more important with the fans being right on top of the court.
Yeah, especially in this room. Got a whistle. They're going to call a foul there on that reach-in by Xavier Holiday. That'll be his first foul and the first team foul for Cedartown in this period. Student section doesn't like it. But like you said, it's the room that makes it so loud in here. Tip away to steal. MJ Holiday lays it up and in. 4-0 lead for Cedartown.
Bulldogs jump out to an early lead against this Southeast team who comes in 3-2 overall and 1-0 in region play.
Cedartown putting pressure on them on the press on the inbounds pass. Now they break away from it a bit. Trying to get across the timeline. They'll call MJ Holiday, I think, for maybe a bump foul. That'll be his first foul.
Does not like the call, and of course that happened right here in front of this student section, and they don't like it either.
Southeast will have an inbounds pass. It goes into Cal Rich. 6:35 to play here in the first period. Dogs up 4-0. It's Joe Willis, drives pass, stolen away by Cedartown. It's Ronald Knight. Ronald takes it. They're going to call him for, I think, a turnover. Maybe he palmed the ball.
Yeah, it got away from him, and it got just above his head. And typically, anytime you see that ball go above the ball carrier's or ball handler's head, it's going to be called, and it does result in a turnover.
Here come the Raiders down the floor. Joe Willis, ball knocked loose, recovered though. He'll take it to the hoop and lay it up and in. Number 0, Cal Rich, I believe it was.
22, Samuel Harper.
Thank you for that. MJ Holiday 4-2 lead for Cedartown. Give underneath. Calvin Diamond from the free throw line. Jumper doesn't go. He gets his own rebound, though. Feeds back outside. MJ for the long three. No good. Rebound will be taken by Rich. Now we got a whistle, and they're going to call it out of bounds on Southeast. It'll be Dogs ball. Ronald Knight looking for an open pass where they get it into Xavier Holiday, left side of the basket. Now he'll feed to MJ. MJ drives, baseline shot was blocked, recovered by number 24, Victor Arellin, a senior who had the height advantage.
They're going to have to contend with him all night as he is a big boy out there on the court for the Raiders.
At least 6'5". Give goes now to number 22, Samuel Harper. Now that it's tipped away by Cedartown, it's going to be number 3. Billy Darden feeds now to MJ Holiday. Holiday fed it over to Xavier. He recovers before it goes out of bounds on the right side in the corner. Now gives to MJ. Thought about a three. Now he goes around a defender. 15-foot jumper is no good. Rebound taken by number 3, Matthew Brock. For Southeast, Joe Willis will bring it down the floor. Dogs lead at 4-2. 5:15 to play in the first. Here he comes. He'll get around a pick and pass to the outside. Matthew Brock, and he got tripped over. No foul called. Calvin Diamond recovers it. Now MJ Holiday has it, and they're one man down. He's on the floor, and they have not stopped play yet. Now Cedartown will have a timeout.
Took a long time to call a stoppage in play there, as number 3, Matthew Brock, was knocked down, and he's going to limp off of the floor. And as you can hear, student section not happy about the stoppage in play there. That'll come with just under 5 minutes to play here in this first period. A lot of action early, but the score 4-2, Dogs on top.
And he goes to MJ Holiday, so they'll have to make that replacement. Cedartown on top 4-2. Holiday, top of the key. Passes to the left side, goes to Xavier Holiday, back to MJ. MJ dribbles around to the right side. He'll give it over to Xavier, who made his way all the way to the right end. Now back to MJ underneath the Calvin Diamond. Give to Ronald Knight to the outside. He'll have to reset. Goes to Xavier Holiday. Dogs going to send in a new 5 here in just a moment. Three-pointer from MJ. Got it! 7-2. Cedartown leads it.
Big three-point shot there by MJ Holiday.
Here comes Joe Willis. Man coverage. Willis stops, feeds underneath. Loose ball, but recovered. They get it to the big number 34. Now underneath, the shot, but no good. And a foul called on Cedartown. Victor Aurelian will go to the line for a couple. And now the Dogs will sub in their 5 here in just a minute.
They're going to get Calvin Diamond on that foul. That's his first of the night, and that's going to be the 3rd team foul for the Bulldogs in this first period, as Aurelian goes to the free throw line for the first time this evening.
Here comes the earthquake. Free throw is no good.
Just off the backside of the rim and a fresh 5. We'll check in for Cedartown in the form of Jordan Johnson, Logan Walters, DJ Watley, Mario Maldonado, and Tony Ware.
Aurelian's second attempt. He missed the first one. It's up, and it is no good. Rebound by Cedartown. It's Mario Maldonado. Give ahead to Tony Ware. Ware will bring it down the floor. Ware past half court. He's going to dribble left side. Passes to Jordan Johnson. Feet underneath. Mario Maldonado. Shot no good. Rebound taken by them. It'll be number 24. Again, Victor Aurelian, who's going to have a lot of boards tonight. Ahead they go to Cal Rich. Rich drives left side under the basket. Put it up no good, and a foul called on Maldonado, I think. No, they're going to get it on number 10.
Number 10, Logan Walters. That's going to be his first, and that's going to send Cal Rich to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
3:49 to play the first. Free throw attempt, it's good. Score is now 7-3 with Southeast trailing Cedartown. Second one up and good as well. Score is now 7-4. Dogs up by 3 points. Tony Ware gets an inbounds pass. He'll bring it down the floor. Dogs starting 5 gets a little breather. Goes to Walters on the right side. Walters feeds. Give it to Maldonado, up and in off the glass.
Just as pretty as could be. Took it strong to the basket, laid it in off the back glass. Used his size advantage there underneath. 9-4. Dogs lead by 5.
Willis all the way to the hoop, up and no good. And Mario Maldonado did a little flip. The putback was good by Victor Aurelian. It's now 9-6.
He could cause trouble for the Dogs all night down low if they leave him unguarded like that.
Logan Walters, top of the key. Dogs will send in 5 more here in a minute. Tony Ware left side. He'll pass to the top of the key. Back to Maldonado, kick it outside to Logan Walters. Walters drives back to Maldonado. It's going to be turned over to Southeast Samuel Harper. And Harper will give now to Willis. Slows it down a bit, lets everybody catch back up. 2:55 to go in this first period. Ball loose for a moment, recovered by Southeast. They get it back to the outside to Samuel Harper. Harper on the left wing will now dribble around the perimeter back to the top of the key. Stolen away by Cedartown. It's Jordan Johnson. He'll put it up and in.
Good defensive play there by Johnson. He was able to knock it away. Took it all the way to the basket, and then another turnover by the Dogs.
Give it to Logan Walters. He'll try to put up a shot. He'll force a foul, and he'll go to the line for two.
Tony Ware came away with that one for Cedartown. Off the inbounds pass, and they're going to get number 22, Harper, for the foul. That's going to be his first of the evening and the first team foul, as Logan Walters will make his first trip to the free throw line.
I think if you had to give a most improved player from last year to this year, it's got to be Logan Walters. That's up and in off the glass, making it 12-6. Dogs up by 6. They'll sub out 4. Walters will have to complete his free throws.
Ronald Knight, Grant Dempsey, Billy Darden, and MJ Holiday back into the game for Cedartown. Second free throw on the way is good by Walters.
13-8.
Walters will come out, and Xavier Holiday will check in.
And I think this is the first time we've seen Dempsey in for action as well, as Dempsey was not available due to football, as well as Jordan Johnson, who we saw limited action against Heritage.
Boy Jones and Elijah Hunt have checked in for Southeast.
Driving, ball loose, recovered though, and they're going to get a reach-in foul, I think, on Billy Darden. They will.
That's going to be Billy's first of the evening, and now the 5th team foul in this first period with 2:15 left to play. 13-6 is your score. Dogs lead.
Elijah Hunt sends it inbounds to Corey Jones. Now back out to Joe Willis near the Bulldog logo in the center. Willis looking. He'll have to pass it. Gives it off to Jones. Now a right side give to Hunt. Ball knocked loose a moment. They do get it back, though. Joe Willis now guarded by Ronald Knight. To give now to Aurelian. Now he'll go underneath. They're going to call an offensive charge, and it was the right call.
Absolutely it was. Billy Darden had his feet set, playing a good defensive position, and Willis just lowered the shoulder and went right into him. That's going to be his first of the evening and the second team foul on Southeast in this first period.
And Sam, you know, offensive fouls kind of go both ways. You have to draw sometimes the offensive foul, and Cedartown did that right then. Ronald Knight outside the perimeter. He'll go all the way left side to MJ Holiday. MJ will dribble around the perimeter, goes to his little brother Xavier. Back to MJ. Now feed underneath Billy Darden. Darden, jumper is no good. Put back. Oh, they tried to get a put back. It's going to be right back to Dempsey. Dempsey's shot is blocked. Recovered by Southeast Whitfield. Here they come with a fast break. Down the floor, it's Willis. Willis all the way to the hoop. He got it blocked. Rejected. Here's Ronald Knight. Far side. Ronald. Fast break, feed underneath. Dempsey up and no good. Rebound taken by them. What a great bit of possession that was, but couldn't finish it with points.
I think Dempsey got a little excited and rushed his shot. It was high off the back glass, and Southeast is going to get called for a travel and a turnover, and it's going to be Cedartown ball with right at a minute to play here in this first period.
You know, student section for football for the football season was amazing. And here in this arena right now at the Doghouse, this student section is rocking this place. Here comes MJ Holiday. Under a minute to play, period number 1. Dogs up 13-6. Holiday at the top of the key, looks to the left side, goes to Ronald Knight. Ronald goes to Calvin Diamond. Back outside, Ronald Knight, check a 3, left side, got it!
Well, and he earned that when he got fouled, but there was no call by Jones, and he answered with a 3.
16-6, Dogs up by 10. Here comes Willis. Willis, a long pass stolen. Cedartown ahead. Here comes MJ, lay it up and in. The senior gets 2, and a timeout called by Southeast Whitfield with 27 seconds to play in the first period. Dogs all over Southeast early. Back after this.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific specific needs. So call Croker's for a Steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about Steel in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Southeast inbounds it. The Dogs up 18-6. 24 seconds to play. Our clock on the screen is incorrect, but we do have 20 seconds. Now 18 seconds. Willis looking for somebody open. They get it over to Coy Jones. Almost had a loose ball. They get it back. Matthew Brock. And it is turned over this time. Xavier Holiday with 6 seconds. Holiday 5, 4, 3. Xavier backs around 3, 2, 1 second. Ronald Knight, long three. No good. That'll be the end of the first period. The Dogs with an 18-6 lead over Southeast Whitfield here at the end of one period of play. Second frame coming up after this 60-second timeout here on the Big AA in the NFHS Network.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, two Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Southeast will start with possession here in the second period. Driving all the way is Willis, and he'll be fouled from behind by Cedartown.
They're going to get Xavier Holiday on that one. That's going to be his second.
Inbounds pass will be coming. First team foul of the second period, obviously, with just 9 seconds ticking off the clock. And the Raiders wearing all black with maroon trim underneath. Quickly, the layup is up and in. Cal Rich was wide open. Make it a 10-point game, 18-8. Ahead quickly, Xavier Holiday. He'll try three. It's going to be long. It'll be lost for a moment, recovered by Calvin Diamond, though. Now it's a loose once again. He slid on the floor. It's going to be out of bounds anyway.
He just had his foot just across the line as he regained possession of that loose ball, as did Calvin Diamond, and it's a turnover. But the Dogs with a 10-point lead, approaching 7.5 to play in this second period.
Joe Willis crosses the timeline. He might have traveled, but it was not called. The pass back to Cal Rich. Rich breaks the man coverage, heads to the hoop, and lays it up and in. And all of a sudden, Southeast Whitfield's got something going.
Rich with his second field goal of the evening and his second basket of this second period. Makes it 18-10.
They tried the three. Instead, he's going to drive. Xavier Holiday in the paint, had it blocked away. No foul called. Coach Frazier can't believe it. Willis takes it all the way from coast to coast, up and in.
Oh, my goodness. I would have to dispute that one. I don't like that call at all. And typically, Andrew, you don't hear me fuss too much about the officiating, but I do not like that call at all.
I think they got Ronald Knight on the foul, and Dogs will sub out 5. So fresh.
To not get the call on our end of the court, but then to get the call on this end is absolutely absurd. 6-point lead for the Dogs with 6:57 left here in the first.
Joe Willis from coast to coast making that layup, and he's got the end one coming. Richter scale peaking at about 5 right now. The end one is good. Suddenly it's an 18-13 game. Cedartown still leads it. Only up by 5. Tony Wayer will bring it down the floor, top of the key. Passes the left side, goes to DJ Watley. Back to the center, goes to Walters. Now back to the right side, Wayer. Feet underneath, Jordan Johnson. Give now to Maldonado. No good. He doesn't get a foul call on him. Down the far side, it's Willis. Willis crosses the timeline, passes ahead to Harper. Harper drives hoop. Jumper is in and out, no good. Rebound by Maldonado. Goes ahead to Jordan Johnson. Jordan stops a moment. Now he'll reset. Goes left side, Logan Walters back to Johnson. Underneath Maldonado. Back to the outside. Wide open is number 4, Tony Ware. He gets called for a travel. And that was the right call, I'm afraid.
Yeah, just getting a little fast for their own feet. They turn the ball over, and Dogs trying to answer here. They are scoreless in this second period so far. And Southeast has scored 7.
Coach Frazier making his frustrations known here on this far side to the ref. Here comes Joe Willis. Whistle and stoppage of play of some sort. I don't know why they're going to make him throw the ball back inbounds again.
That's an odd call there. Not quite sure for the reasoning.
Full court press, and it goes to Willis. Willis guarded by Tony Ware, trying to get around him, and he does. He gets past half court. Willis top of the key, looking around. Ware still on him. Passes to Jones. Jones underneath. Shot is up and good from Aurelian.
That's going to be a tough matchup down low, as I said earlier, and really just about the only body that Cedartown can put on him is Mario Maldonado that matches up size-wise.
Ware left side goes to Watley. Watley, 3 is good.
That's exactly what the Dogs needed as they answer with a good 3 from DJ Watley, and that's his first basket of the night, and it's 21-15, Dogs on top.
Ball knocked loose. They almost got a turnover to Cedartown. Willis drives all the way, and that Mario Maldonado will take the charge.
Maldonado, a excellent defensive position, and he takes the charge from number 1.
That's like running into a brick wall
yes,
right there.
Yes, it is.
Willis called for the offensive charge. Dogs will now sub out their 5. So for the most part, the starters back in there. I think they are all starters. Ronald Knight, MJ Holiday, Xavier Holiday, Billy Darden, and Calvin Diamond.
Jordan Johnson actually
stays in. Now we got a whistle and another stoppage of play. And again, they're going to have to force another inbounds pass, and I don't know why.
Are we having clock issues?
Well, we might be.
That's about the only thing that I can think of that would cause that type of call, Andrew.
And if you're watching on video, our clock on the screen is not official. It's not synced with the clock. Here's Jordan Johnson, feet underneath, trying to get it to Darden off his face and out of bounds.
Too hot to handle underneath, was trying to get it underneath to Darden for a quick basket, and it was just a little too tough.
I love Cedartown's defense, doing the man coverage. Ball almost knocked loose by MJ Holiday. We've created turnovers that way. Loose again. They've got 10 seconds to get across the line. They just get across the line. They've got numbers. The layup is good. Number 0, Cal Rich, finger rolls it in. 21-17 now.
Rich with his 3rd basket of the second period, and that's the risk that you run when you run that man defense like that full court.
MJ checks a 3 straight away. Too much on it. No good. It'll be recovered, though, by Cedartown to the left corner. It's loose now, and they take over, do the Raiders.
Tough defense being played by this Bulldog team, though. They're sticking with them.
Brock all the way up and good, and the foul called on Cedartown. They're going to get number 3, Billy Darden, on the foul, and just like that, it is a 2-point game and a chance to get within 1 with the free throw coming up for Matthew Brock.
Andrew, I put that comment in my pocket. I'm going to use it now. The checks have officially cleared. My goodness.
Take that as you will. Yeah. Free throw is good. 1-point game. 21-20. Here comes MJ Holiday past half court. Just across the logo, goes right side. Jordan Johnson. Jordan Johnson stops. Jumper, no good. Does not go. Harper with the rebound for Southeast. They go ahead to Rich on the left wing. Rich drives in the paint, up and no good. A charge call. Offensive foul on Rich. And Cedartown may have drawn that one up a little more than it might have been an actual charge, but the Dogs will take it every day of the week. And it goes to Jordan Johnson, now back to MJ Holiday. Holiday across the timeline with 4:10. Holiday goes to the left. Underneath Maldonado, jumper is in and out, no good. That was all the way in, and it just somehow bounced out. Here comes Matthew Brock. Brock will cross over the timeline. Trying to get around MJ. He does and goes all the way to the basket and lays it up and in, and they take the lead 22-21.
He just beat his man that time. Just hustled past him.
Top of the key is MJ Holiday looking to redeem himself. Maldonado checks a jumper from the left, no good. Rebound taken by them. Southeast Whitfield leads at 22-21. Again, it's Matthew Brock across the 10-second stripe. Heads to the hoop. Jumper is no good, and they're going to call another charge. Offensive foul called on them. Number 22, Samuel Harper, Sam.
We'll take it.
Jay Holiday gets the inbounds pass. Dogs trailing for the first time in this game, 22-21. After Cedartown had a big lead and Southeast chipped away at it and finally took the lead a moment ago. MJ goes right side to Ronald Knight, back to MJ again. He'll dribble around to the center. He'll pass now to underneath Maldonado. Back outside MJ, thought about a three, he'll think better. 15-foot jumper is no good. It's up and rebounded by Samuel Harper. Harper will give a head to Brock. Brock drives, he'll stop. Now back up. Ronald Knight all over him. And he gets away, gets underneath, he'll lay it up, and it somehow goes in.
You got to get it to that young man. He took it hard to the glass and was able to lay it in, and it's 24-21. Dogs trail by 3.
Ronald Knight trying to make something happen, and he'll be called for a travel. Timeout called by Benji Frazier, and he needs to stop the bleeding right now, and he'll do that. Southeast leads Cedartown 24-21 with 2:39 to play in the first half. Back after this.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and price to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
And we're back here with 2:39 to play in the first half. Southeast Whitfield with a little momentum. It's going to be knocked out of bounds there by Jordan Johnson on the inbounds pass. Good job.
A tale of really two different periods. Cedartown put up 18 in that first period, and they've only had one basket from beyond the arc so far with just 3 points here in this second period.
They get an inbounds to Cal Rich. Rich trying to get to the hoop again. Does a 360 spin, trying to put up the finger roll. It's too short, but he'll get fouled by Cedartown. So we'll go to the line for two. They're going to get, I think, it's
Billy Darden. That's going to be Billy's third foul of the evening and the fourth team foul in this second period.
Billy Darden will probably have to sit the rest of the half. Free throw is good. They extend the lead, 25-21. And Darden will come out as DJ Watley will check in for him.
Rich with his 7th point of this second period.
Also, Tony Ware comes out. Maldonado back in. Second free throw is up, and it's good. 26-21. They're up by 5 now.
Rich 4 for 4 from the free throw line tonight so far.
MJ Holiday. He'll pass to DJ Watley. DJ back to MJ. MJ from the free throw line. No good. He'll get fouled. So MJ hoping to take advantage of this situation.
They're going to get number 5, Coy Jones, for the offense, and that's going to send MJ Holiday to the free throw line for the first time tonight. MJ, the scoring leader so far for Cedartown, and that first shot is off the rim, no good.
Free throws were a struggle against Heritage as well, and that time too short from Holiday. Second free throw is good this time, making it 26-22. Bucks trail by 4.
Turnover
to Cedartown. MJ has it now. The turnover was caused by Jordan Johnson. MJ trying to drive to the hoop, puts it up and in. 2-point deficit now, 26-24.
The Dogs answer big as we approach 2 minutes to play here in this second period.
Whistle and a travel call, and it's going to turn back over. It wasn't a steal, but it's a turnover anyway.
We'll take it either way. Dogs having the momentum swing just their way here a little bit. They need to keep it going.
2:02 to play. Dogs have an inbounds pass and a chance to tie it or take the lead. Down by 2, 26-24. And it goes to Ronald Knight in the paint. It's good, and we're tied.
They caught him sleeping and were just able to get it to Knight, who was just a few feet beyond the basket. Tie ball game.
Brock takes it all the way again. He'll try to put up the shot. No good. It'll be blocked out of bounds by Cedartown.
Lost the handle on that one as Cedartown knocked it away. Every other time we've done that, we've been called for a foul, so good defense there by the Dogs as they try to inbound it.
Get it inbounds to Rich. He'll try a three from the right side. It's no good. Rebound taken by Aurelian. Aurelian will put it up, and it's good. We just don't have anybody to counter him except for maybe Maldonado. They're back on top now, 28-26. MJ Watley to Maldonado. Jumper is short. It'll be rebounded by them, by Southeast Whitfield. Down the floor comes Brock. He was partially tripped. Aurelian gets it by himself, up and in. They're back up by 4, 30-26.
And again, that's going to cause trouble for us all night long. We're going to have to make them shoot from the perimeter and keep it away from the big man down low.
Holiday top of the key, bounces one over to DJ Watley. Watley lost the handle. He'll have to pass it. Turned over. Stolen pass. Brock by himself. Shot is no good. Rebound goes to Rich. It puts it up and in. They're up now 32-26 with less than a minute to play in the half.
Rich with his 10th point in this second period has been the turning point, I guess you could say, for the Raiders.
Jordan Johnson gives to Maldonado. He has to feed back out to Jordan. Jumper is no good, and rebound taken. They're going to get Maldonado, I think, for a push. That'll be team foul number 4, beg your pardon. Dogs will sub in a couple of guys. DJ comes out and Mario comes out. Grant Dempsey checks in, and it goes to, I guess it was on Southeast because Cedartown has the ball back. Give underneath, jumper in the paint, does not go from Calvin Diamond. Dogs are having the same sickness affect them that the girls had in the third quarter of the last game. Nothing happening underneath. 27 seconds. They'll try a long two, and it's good. 34-26 now. Cedartown trails by 8 with 20 seconds to play in the half. Jordan Johnson, top of the key. Jordan goes around, feeds underneath. Grant Dempsey up and off the glass, doesn't go. Rebound goes to Brock. 10 seconds to go. Brock is going to slow it down and save for a last-second shot at the buzzer. Feed over here left side. 2 seconds left. 1 second left. Put up the shot at the buzzer. It's short, but Cedartown trails by 8 here at the half. 34-26. Dogs had him where he wanted him as the period began, but Southeast Whitfield mounts an incredible second period, and Cedartown a lackluster effort to be the very least. And Coach Frazier talking to himself as he heads into the locker room about what he might say to his squad in the locker room behind us. Score at the half. Cedartown trails at 34-26. Back after this 2-minute break here on the Big Double A.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, Buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Your score at the half, Southeast Whitfield leads Cedartown 34-26. A boost in that second period by Southeast Whitfield, Sam, and they took advantage of some Cedartown mistakes and some turnovers, and because of that, they lead it. This 3-2 team 1-0 in region play. Very similar to the Cedartown Bulldogs record-wise. Just a few more games played, but it was that second period that really turned the table.
Well, it was a difference of 20 points in that second period. Southeast Whitfield put up 28 in that second period, and Cedartown only put up 8. If you look at the first period, Cedartown had 18 in the first period. Southeast only had 6. So a tale of two different periods. But unfortunately, Cedartown finds themselves down by, 8? And it's, I don't really know what to tell you. Just the fact that number 0, Cal Rich, and Matthew Brock really came alive in that second period for Southeast. Rich with 12 points just in that second period, and Brock with 9 points in that second period. And then big number 24, Victor Aurelian, with 8 points on the night in that first half. I think that we figured out, though, who we need to keep the ball away from, and that's Rich and Brock. The problem is they are just some good ball players, and you can tell they are experienced. Brock, a junior, and Rich, a junior, but they're playing more like leadership seniors tonight.
They really are, and Cedartown's, they got to shrug their shoulders in that second period and be like, what happened here? And I'm sure they're talking about, what happened. And, the Dogs will hopefully forget about the bad taste in their mouth and come out here in the second half and do what they did in the first period. And that's just, go after them, full court press, stay on that man coverage. That man coverage for Cedartown this season has worked extremely well. And I like that defensive strategy because what it does is put pressure on the other team. You may not get a turnover directly off of it by batting the ball away or stealing it away, but you might cause, a double dribble, a travel, or maybe even a trip, or cause them to, spend too long in the backcourt. So,
well, a defense like that, in my opinion, it does two primary things. Number one, it makes the ball handler uncomfortable.
Yes.
And it makes the ball handler rush. Those two things can lead to mistakes, like you said, that create turnovers. Not necessarily our guy, just going up and taking the ball away from him, but it forces that ball handler to make some pretty serious, decisions under duress, and that's what you're supposed to do. Force them to make bad plays, and that's what that defense does, and that's what it accomplished in that first period. It did not in the second period, and we got a little bit away from it because also we did not control the tempo in that second period of play where we did in that first period.
Well, you also have to give credit to Southeast Whitfield, as we said earlier. They sensed what was happening and took advantage, and they know where they have the advantage, and that's the size underneath. Cedar, as we mentioned before, the Dogs have Mario Maldonado, but Mario has not. This is his first year as a varsity player. Mario does have experience playing basketball, but this is his first year on the varsity squad, and he didn't start playing until this past Saturday when he was available after the football season was over. We were hoping maybe a week longer he wouldn't be available, but that's not the way things worked out. But Cedartown will come out of the locker room. They're still in the locker room now. Southeast just made it out, as you heard the boos coming from the Cedartown student section. Which I gotta tip my hat to those kids over there. They are keeping this place lively. And Sam, I don't know how many, you've done a lot of games here. I've done a lot of games here. You've been here when it's just been dead in this place, and it can be dead in this place. But you get enough kids in here who are pumped up and excited. this place can rock and the roof can be blown off of this place by crowd reaction, especially later on the season when we welcome Rockmart here for the first time in 2 years. We didn't get to play Rockmart last year because of COVID. This year, Rockmart comes to our place, we go to their place, and that's always an exciting game. But if this student section is going to be anything like they are tonight in that Rockmart game later on, even though it doesn't mean anything toward playoffs, I can't wait.
It means something.
It means something. We better have our honey and tea ready to go after the game is over, because we're going to be yelling just to be heard.
And this, like you said, we've been here when it's been dead, and I've been here when you've been shoulder to shoulder and there was standing room only.
Yep.
And if you're not here, you don't really understand it, but you could not tell me that this was a Tuesday night, early season December ball game. This feels more like a Friday night, late season, right in the thick of it, getting ready to go into region playoffs type of atmosphere, and it's great, and I wish everybody was out here to experience it, and we need that atmosphere all throughout the season.
And here's another thing, too, that I wish we could have had last year, is that first round playoff game. I wish we could have had a full house in here.
Yep.
Now, we had a pretty big baseball game happening at the bottom of the hill as well. That was the Cedartown Rockmart baseball game happening. But we had a big game up here, and the Cedartown Bulldogs won their first round home playoff game. First time they've hosted a home playoff game in probably over a decade. And it was an exciting game. If the crowd could have been here to see it and be as loud as we know they can be, it would have been something to behold. We're going to take a minute break and come back with the start of the second half. Cedartown basketball in the Big AA. Dogs trail at 34-26.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100, and all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Rocky and Patty Tiller.
W291 TS Cedartown. Your home for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs. AM 1340 and now 106.1 FM WGAA. The Big Double.
Second half underway. Cedartown has it to start, and it is MJ Holiday who's got it. MJ Holiday to Xavier Holiday. Also out there is Billy Darden, Calvin Diamond, and Ronald Knight. Jumper from Xavier is no good. Rebound taken by Southeast Whitfield. They take it down the floor. Job Willis. Willis past the timeline. He'll feed underneath to Aurelian. Aurelian jumper is good, and the foul.
No, it is no good. They called him for a travel.
They sure did.
And what did we do? We put pressure.
Oh, and then MJ is called for stepping on the line as he checked it in bounds.
We got called for that on that same exact end by that same exact official in the girls' game.
Sure did. Of course, it didn't really matter at that point. Lady Dogs were well ahead there. Underneath they go. He'll spin around. Jumper is up and in, and they take advantage of the turnover. It's now a 10-point lead for Southeast Whitfield, 36-26.
Cannot make those types of mistakes. Just can't do it. Long three on the way.
MJ, it's no good. Rebound will be taken by them, number 22, Samuel Harper. And again, height they have, and they're taking advantage of it. It's Rich in the left corner. Rich drives in the hoop. It's going to be blocked and a foul.
They're going to get MJ Holiday, and that's going to be his second of the evening, and that's going to send Rich to the free throw line for the third time tonight. He's batting 1,000 so far.
Free throw is up, and he got it. 11-point lead. Cedartown led by as much as 11. Now they trail by 11. Second one is up. Got it.
Cal Rich remains perfect from the free throw line as he extends the lead. 38-26 as we approach 7 minutes to play in this third period. Dogs trail.
MJ Holiday top of the key. Goes to Ronald Knight, left side. Billy Darden will try a three from over there. It's no good. Rebound taken by Cedartown. Calvin Diamond tried to bounce it over to Billy Darden. Somehow Billy Darden gets it and puts it up and in.
That's his first basket of the night, and it couldn't have come at a better time. Back down to a 10-point deficit.
Lead it is. Job Willis gives to Aurelian.
And that's where we need to keep him.
Keep him outside if you can. Willis dribbles to the right side, guarded by our number one, Ronald Knight. Back to the center. They pass to Harper. Harper on the ground. He rolled around. They got to call that a travel. They're going to call a timeout. He rolled on his back with the ball, and they didn't call a travel. 6:31 to play. A 30-second break will take it with him. Bulldogs basketball in the Big AA.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Southeast gets it inbounds to Rich. Rich did his 360 spin, backs up, he's double teamed, breaks away from it, and puts up a shot, and he's called for an offensive charge.
I tell you what, he's not going to get the basket, and he's going to get a foul call on him, but that's a grown man move right there. That was a tough play, and Rich just got called for the charge. We'll take it.
Billy Darden was right there, and he drew the charge. Ronald Knight just outside the three-point line, goes back to MJ. He'll check a long three, and it's no good. Rebound will be taken out of bounds last. Oh, they're going to say it's out of bounds off Cedartown. I thought Joe Willis might have touched it, and that's what Cedartown thought as well. But it goes into the Southeast Raiders. Here comes Willis. Dogs down by 10, 38-28 with 6 minutes to play, period number 3. Left side pass goes to Brock. To Aurelian, now to the right to Willis. Underneath, spin, jumper, partially blocked, but the putback is going to go in from Rich.
It is tough to guard him, and looking at the players that we have on the court right now, we are undersized in every position right now.
MJ Holiday with a bounce over to Xavier Holiday. Goes back to MJ, top of the key. Cedartown has not really had the three-point machine going today. Xavier thought about a three. Now he'll try to drive it. Now he gets open, feeds back to Calvin Diamond, now to Ronald Knight. Knight trying to find something open. Now MJ will try a three. It's short. Rebound by Cedartown. Back out to MJ. Now he'll stop at the free throw line. Goes underneath. Jumper is up and in from Calvin Diamond, and a whistle and a timeout called by Cedartown.
Strong play to the basket there by Diamond after getting the pass from Holiday, and it takes it back to a 10-point deficit, 40-30.
30-second break. We'll be back after this.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Back to action here with 5:05 to play in the third period. Willis has it for Southeast Whitfield. Dogs down by 10, 40-30. They'll give to Brock. Now back to the center. Almost stolen, though. Give it to Aurelian. Now underneath. Layup is up and in from Joe Willis. Now Southeast back up by 12, 42-30. And Mario Maldonado about to check in for Cedartown momentarily. Xavier Holiday, top of the key, feeds underneath. Calvin Diamond had it knocked away, still loose, and recovered by Aurelian. He'll pass backward to Brock. Now Brock will bring it across the timeline. Goes to Willis. Dogs can't get anything started here in this third period.
We talked about it during the break. We need to get the perimeter game going.
Feed to the outside. He'll drive. Jumper is off the glass. No good. Rebound by Calvin Diamond for Cedartown. Now it's Xavier Holiday across the timeline. Holiday. He'll dribble to his right. Gives now to Ronald Knight. Now Calvin Diamond in the paint. Backs out of the paint. Now goes to the right side. Jordan Johnson. Feed to the outside. It's Xavier Holiday. Might have been an errant pass, but Xavier was there to save it. Now feed to Diamond. Diamond gets fouled as he tries to go up for a shot. He'll have 2 at the line.
Finally, we get a foul called on Aurelian, I believe. No, they're going to get number 3.
Brock.
Which is Brock.
And if Cedartown ever needed free throws, it was right now. Calvin Diamond will set and put it in the air, and it is short.
His first trip of the evening, and as we were saying, Andrew, we are undersized in basically every position on the floor right now, so some perimeter shooting, if we could get that started, it would help because we are not going to win any battles down low.
Free throw, second free throw is good. And Maldonado will check in for Calvin Diamond.
The only way that we're going to win those battles down low is to do exactly what we did and force them to foul us. But that's always, a risky play there. So we really need our three-point shooting to come alive here with about 3:45 left here in the third period.
Willis to Harper, now to the right corner. Dogs have him trapped, double-teamed, out of bounds.
Off a cheerleader.
That is. It'll be Cedartown ball?
No. We're not so lucky.
And it goes to Rich. Rich, backwards layup, no good. Gets called for the foul. Does the Bulldogs are going to get, I think, Jordan Johnson, number 13.
That's his first of the evening, and that's going to send the deadly Rich to the free throw line for the fourth time tonight. And he continues to be perfect from the strike.
12-point lead, I beg your pardon, for Southeast Whitfield. Second free throw is good, 44-31. Dogs have got to get something going. They are ice cold in this third period. Xavier Holiday goes to Jordan Johnson. Now left side, it's Billy Darden. Back to Jordan. Now Maldonado, give it to Xavier. Xavier backs up. Now he'll drive. Jumper is going to be no good. He gets fouled. We'll either have Brock or Aurelian.
They got number 3, Brock, yep. So that's going to send Xavier Holiday to the free throw line. This is his first trip of the night. And like we said, if we can't win that battle down low, we got to get them to foul us, and that's exactly what we did. And Xavier's first free throw attempt is good. That's his first point so far.
Xavier is usually pretty reliable from the free throw line. Made that one look easy, and the second one does not go. I've spoken to existence. Cedartown gets the rebound, though, much needed. Ronald Knight now will drive, try to feed underneath. They're going to call Ronald for the travel, though, as he was passing it. This is the second or third time Ronald's been.
That one was questionable at best.
It was. Ahead they go to Brock, now to the left corner. It's Willis. Back to the center they go. Harper. Now back to Willis again on the right side. Xavier Holiday guarding him. Now he'll give back, and they're going to pass around to the left end. Now back to the center. Almost stolen. And it's going to be lost out of bounds. They're going to say off of, oh my goodness. They're going to say it's off of Cedartown, but
Jordan Johnson really wanted that call, and he should have gotten that call. But it looks like, they're going to call it out on Johnson.
He fumbled it out of bounds, and they've got it back. Rich back outside. And also another thing, too, this crowd has been taken out of the equation here. They've been pretty quiet here in the third period. Rock to the left, driving. Loose ball turned over to Cedartown, and now loose again, but Ronald Knight recovers. Tried to feed it. It's out of bounds off of Southeast.
Yeah, Xavier Holiday was going out of bounds with it, and he wisely threw it back in and bounced it off the foot of, I believe, Willis.
Ronald Knight out and MJ Holiday back in there.
Causes it to stay with Cedartown. As you said, the crowd has really been taken out of this game the last two periods.
Got it into Maldonado. He fumbled it for a moment. He'll have to feed back to the outside. Xavier Holiday now. Holiday had a little ball control issue. Now he'll pass back to MJ Holiday. MJ top of the key. They're right on top of him. MJ, they get around a pick. Right side, it's Jordan Johnson. Lay it up and in.
That's one way to beat the size disadvantage, is just to run around them.
Yeah, use your speed and your size to your advantage.
2 minutes to play, 44-34. Dogs trail by 10.
Matthew Brock goes to Coy Jones. Jones, top of the key, goes back to Brock on the right. Long pass over here to Willis. Now back to Willis in the paint. Lost the handle. It's going to be out of bounds, Cedartown ball.
Rich was trying to save that one for Southeast, but he goes out of bounds with it, and he'll turn the ball over with right at a minute 44 to play. Cedartown really needs to get something going in this final frame here in this third period.
Xavier Holiday got a pass from MJ Holiday. Now MJ back with it again. Bounce up one to Jordan Johnson. Feed backwards. Maldonado in there.
Easy as can be, the big man takes it soft and slow and just lets it go.
44-36, 8-point deficit now for Cedartown. Ahead they go, Brock. Now back to the center, it's Rich. Feed now to Willis. He'll check a three. Short, no good. Rebound by Cedartown. Maldonado ahead to MJ Holiday. Holiday, he'll stop. Feed now to Jordan Johnson. To the hoop, it's up and no good. Maldonado with a grab for it, and he gets it back. They're going to call a foul on Southeast Whitfield on that reach in. And they get the big man, Victor Aurelian. Maldonado, will he go to the line to shoot? He will. 2 at the line coming from Mario Maldonado. Free throw is up. It is good. Rolls around and goes in.
Xavier Holiday will come out, and Tony Ware will check in for the Bulldogs.
A minute to play here in the third.
44-37 your score.
Second free throw is short. Rebound taken by them. It'll be Willis. Willis is guarded by Maldonado. Loose ball rolls around. Maldonado trying to grab it. Oh, they're going to get a soft foul on Maldonado.
I tell you what, that is some good hustle by the young man there, though, in Maldonado, but he will pick up his first foul.
Mario Maldonado, Sam, the star place kicker for the Bulldogs football team this year, also a star goalie for Cedartown soccer in the spring. Goes over to Rich. Pass underneath, jumper back to Rich. Should be a charge, and it will be. Charge on Rich.
That's his third. We'll take it. We need to get him in foul trouble, and we need him to stay there as Cedartown has a player down on the court.
Billy Darden slow to get up, and he might have taken one
down south.
Yes.
So he will come off, and he'll take a much-deserved breather, and number 12, Calvin Diamond, will check in for Cedartown.
It's one of those. It's one of those tough ones. They're going to have to wipe some perspiration off the floor.
Faith Hill wrote a song about that. Just breathe. That was free, by the way. That one was free. We'll be here all week, folks. We appreciate you tuning in and listening to us here on WGAA, the Big AA. If you're listening to us on AM or FM, we appreciate it. If you're following along with us on Facebook Live, we're also broadcasting on the NFHS network. If you do not have a subscription to that, I highly recommend it. I bought one there at the end of football season to catch the Dogs live.
MJ Holiday goes to the left side. It's Diamond. Try to get it, and it's a turnover back to Willis, and that's what you don't need. Willis, they go ahead, left side wide open. They'll check a three. It's no good. Rebound taken. It's loose on the ground by Brock, and now we got a ball out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Southeast Whitfield with 24 seconds to play in the third.
Smart play by Brock. He just got enough of it to handle and threw it off of Tony Ware. And looks like Calvin Diamond will come out of the game, and number 25, Cothran, will check into the game.
And bounce pass goes to Willis. To Aurelian, ball knocked loose. Cedartown's got it. Ware is fouled immediately as soon as he got it.
Waiting to see who they get. They're going to get number 5, Jones, on the foul. That's going to be his second of the evening.
We got free throws coming.
Yes,
one
we
and one.
do. So Tony Ware will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight on this front side of a 1-and-1. 44-37 is your score. We could use both of these right here.
The worst one.
Yeah, just over 20 seconds to play.
Ware puts it in the air, and it's no good. Rebound will be taken by Aurelian. Yeah, they go down to Brock. 15 seconds to play. Now Willis, top of the key, goes to the right side. Coy Jones. 12 seconds, 11 seconds. They go underneath. Harper jumper is good.
Got that one just to creep over the front edge of the rim as we're winding down here in the third period.
Three-pointer try at the buzzer, no good. Cedartown trails by 9 at the end of 3. The final frame coming your way next. Cedartown basketball in the Big AA.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Southeast starts with the possession here. Inbounds pass to Willis. To the left side, it's Aurelian. Now ball knocked loose, and we're going to have a foul on Cedartown.
They're going to get number 13 for the Dogs, which is Jordan Johnson. That's his second of the evening, and I saw a lot of ball on that one, Andrew.
My goodness. I agree with you. Mario Maldonado will come in for Billy Darden. Dogs hoping for a turnover here, get something going again. Once Cedartown gets something going, they answer right back. Rich, left side pass to Willis. Now to the left end. Back to Willis, now to Rich again, number 0. Rich, guarded by, go underneath. Aurelian, back outside they go. Brock, now underneath. Jumper, good.
That's a situation where, as you saw, Mario Maldonado, not that experienced. He should have moved up and played defense just a little bit tougher on Rich, but he did not, and he was able to get an easy jumper.
Jordan Johnson thought about a 3. Now he'll drive it. Lost the handle. He'll be fouled.
Yep, they're going to get a block, I believe, on 24, Aurelian, and they will take it, but that's only his second. We need about 3 more of those.
Aurelian and Rich, both with their height, really playing havoc for Cedartown underneath. And it's only trickery that the Bulldogs are getting around using their speed. They'll have to check an inbounds to Xavier Holiday now. Holiday right side to go. Ronald Knight back to Xavier. Xavier drives back to Ronald. Thought about a 3. Now he'll put up the 15-footer. It's good. Good decision there to fade back and take the 2. Because it was going to be blocked if he tried that 3-pointer.
48-39 is your score. Under 7 to play.
Willis to the left side. The pass goes to Jones. Back to Willis again. Now goes to Brock. Back to Willis again, center. Willis, left side. Jones, back to the right. It's Willis. Drive underneath. Rich, jumper is good. In traffic, got it somehow. 50-39, Cedartown down. Here's Xavier. Xavier drives, jumper, left side, no good. Ball loose for a moment, recovered though by Rich. And ahead they go is Matthew Brock. Brock drives. In the paint, jumper doesn't go. Rebound goes to Calvin Diamond. Now it's going to be number 1, Ronald Knight. Now MJ Holiday has it. Holiday drives. Little jumper is up and in. Now it's a 9-point game, 3-possession game.
MJ was held scoreless in that third period. We need him to come back alive here in this final frame as we are down by 9.
Matthew Brock goes to the left. Driving now is Coy Jones. Ball knocked loose, still loose. Back again. They got it back twice in that possession. They check a 3 left side, no good. Xavier Holiday gets the board. Cedartown has numbers. Xavier Holiday, he'll have to stop. Now he'll drive in the paint, feed to the outside. MJ, wide open 3, got it!
And we just said we needed him to come alive here in this fourth period. And there he is with one from beyond the arc. And it's a 6-point game.
2 possession. Ball knocks loose. Recovered, though. They go underneath to Aurelian. Now they feed. He lost the handle. He'll be fouled, though. They're going to get a foul on Cedartown. It'll be on number 3, Billy Darden.
And that's his 4th. That's going to send number 3, Brock, to the free throw line.
And does Coach Frazier bring him out at this point? Not at the moment. Matthew Brock at the line. Free throw is up, and it's good.
Now a 7-point game. 51-44. 5:26 left to play here in the 4th.
Second free throw is also good. Rolled around but went in. They are just about perfect on free throws tonight. MJ Holiday past the timeline. 52-44. MJ drives, stops, feeds outside. Xavier will try a 3. It's off the mark. Rebound will be taken underneath. Jumper is going to be in there from Calvin Diamond.
Diamond was able to grab that rebound and put it up nice and soft. And the Dogs are sticking with him, but they need to get some stops on the other end of the court.
Rich, left side. Jumper is blocked and a foul. That's a foul.
That is. Xavier Holiday came over hard on top of him, and that's going to be his 3rd.
It's Billy Darden. They get Billy Darden on the foul, I think. Hopefully it is Xavier. I hope you're right, because if it's not, then Billy's out of there. So it will be on Xavier. So that's good news for Billy Darden. Free throw is up and got it. And again, they're not missing free throws. Billy Darden will check out of the game with 4 fouls. Second free throw, no good. There's some news.
That's the only third miss of the night.
MJ Holiday will drive it, put up the shot, coast to coast, it's up and in.
Now we need to create some turnovers. We need to bring this defense in this full court press, and it looks like they will. We need some turnovers, but not that way.
It's going to be a foul called on Jordan Johnson. He was trying a little too hard to get that reach in. Fouled Joe Willis. Third personal foul, and that's the fourth team foul on the Dogs. Inbounds pass goes into Willis.
And see, now we back off of that defense.
Setting up our coverage underneath. Left side goes to Brock. Dribbles around, now back to Aurelian. Now to the right side, it is Willis. He'll fake a three, now pass to the center, it's Harper. Back out to the right side is Willis. Draining time off the clock. Willis does a wheel route to the basket, puts it up, no good. It'll be recovered. He gets his own rebound. He'll take it back outside again. Dogs have got to get that rebound. Goes to the left side. The pass is to Harper. Underneath, out of bounds. Cedartown gets the ball. Might have been a gift.
Hustle by Calvin Diamond was able to knock that one away. The last touch by Southeast as they were trying to retain the ball, and we'll get it back approaching 4 minutes to play here in this fourth down. 53-48.
This is a possession the Dogs must score on. MJ Holiday has it. Feed now to Jordan Johnson. Johnson takes it to the hoop, and it's no good. Cedartown can't get it to fall.
And 9 times out of 10.
Out of bounds. Cedartown has it.
There we go.
Lost Aurelian with that defensive pressure on top of him, and that's what the Dogs have got to do, force those kind of turnovers.
And 9 times out of 10, that layup by Jordan Johnson is golden. It just wasn't that time, but the Dogs get lucky. We'll get it back.
MJ into Xavier, his little brother, now to MJ Holiday again. He'll try a long three. It's no good. Rebound taken underneath by Xavier. Put it up, no good. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line for a couple of shots.
Let's see who they're going to get. I believe they're going to get Aurelian, and they will. That's going to be his third.
MJ down hard, slow to get up. Rather, Xavier down hard.
Xavier will go to the free throw line for the second time tonight. He is 1 for 2 so far. The official's going to check on him, make sure he's all right. Tell him to take a little breather and walk it back, and he will. Now it looks like he's ready to go. 3:41 left, 53-48. Dogs in desperate need of points.
Xavier Holiday, free throw is no good.
In and out.
These free throws are the difference. Dogs down 53-48. Xavier misses first, his second attempt on the way, and it is short as well. Ball is on the floor. We got a jump ball. Possession arrow with Cedartown.
Calvin Diamond again with the hustle. Is able to get a hold of that one and take it all the way to the floor for the jump ball, and it'll stay Cedartown. 53-48. Again, Dogs need points here.
MJ Holiday will have the chores, and it goes to Xavier. Now to Jordan Johnson quickly. MJ left side. Gets around a defender. Jumper is up and got it. Dogs down by 3, 53-50. Inbounds pass is tipped out of bounds. What a great job there by Jordan Johnson. He tipped it away, and Cedartown forces another inbounds pass.
I'm talking about hustle by that young man, and this is where we need the student section to come alive and start making some noise.
Full court press on this inbounds pass.
Heads up for it coming right back in our face, Andrew.
They get it inbounds, number 22. Harper, stolen by Cedartown. MJ up and ahead. We are a 1-point game, 53-52. Full court press again, timeout called. I think Southeast Whitfield calls a full timeout. Back to a 1-point game. Dogs were down by as much as 13 and have come back to a 1-point deficit. Back after this 30-second break, Big Double A.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
3:19 to play. This place is shaking, rocking, and rolling.
The only thing that's louder are Southeast shoes. I haven't commented on them all game long, but they are neon pink with neon yellow laces and soles. And that's about the only thing louder than this student section right now. A 1-point deficit, 53-52, with right at 3:20 to play in this fourth period.
Full court press. Inbounds pass. Dogs hoping for another turnover. It gets into Willis, and they're going to reset back to man coverage. Willis will bring it down the floor. Dogs down by 1 point. He'll break ahead. Willis to the left side. They go to Harper. Harper outside the perimeter, dribbles around. He'll pass now to Willis. 3:04 to play. Willis still looking. He'll give it off now to Brock. Matthew Brock back to Willis now. Willis dribbles left side, goes to Harper. Harper on the left end, guarded by M.J. Holiday. Harper feeds, goes to Willis. Willis backs away from it now. 2:45. 2:44. Willis all the way. Jumper no good, and a foul call on Cedartown. 2 Bulldog players on the floor. I think they're going to get Calvin Diamond on that.
They got Jordan Johnson, and according to my records, that's his 4th, so he's now in foul trouble, and that's going to send number 1 Willis to the free throw line to shoot 2 in a 1-point ball game.
Earthquake started, free throw up, got it.
They are absolutely lethal from the free throw line.
54-52 on top of Cedartown are the Raiders of Southeast Whitfield. Second quarter collapse by Cedartown, and they've kept the lead. Shot is no good. Fight for the ball in a jump ball, I think. Possession arrow will stay with Southeast.
Aurelian went up for the Raiders and was able to grab it, but Calvin Diamond was right there with him, and that forces the jump ball, but it will stay with the Raiders. But good news is that means possession arrow will change back in our favor. After this, he fell down. Ball thrown out of bounds, and it's going to be a turnover, and it's going to be Cedartown ball.
And that's completely on Southeast Whitfield. They had a wide open guy to send it into, and now Southeast will reset their defense to defend their own goal. Cedartown will pass it in. M.J. Holiday will send it in to Xavier. Dogs down by 2 points with 2:38 to play in this game. M.J. Holiday down the floor, top of the key. Holiday drives. Jumper is good! We are tied 54-54.
M.J. Holiday has come alive for the Dogs, and he's kept them in this one.
Brock lost the handle for a moment. He'll give ahead to Willis. Willis breaks half court. Whistle and a timeout called. No, it's a whistle and a foul called.
They're going to get Xavier on a reach-in, and I believe that is his 4th.
Very soft contact, but enough to make it a 1-and-1. And that is what's so bad about that foul. 1-and-1 at the line.
It shows 1-and-1, but the official held up 2.
It's got to be just one.
It is 1-and-1.
He made the first, and that's going to give Southeast the lead back, 55-54. Calvin Diamond out of the game, and they're going to send the 4th foul, Billy Darden, back in. Second free throw is good. They lead now by 2, 56-54. Dogs with it quickly. Here comes M.J. Holiday. He'll give to the right side to Xavier Holiday. Bounce one back to M.J. M.J. now to Ronald Knight. Now left side, it's back to the center. And an absolute foul called on Cal Rich. That's his 4th. Team number 3, it'll be an inbounds pass.
Number 4, Hunt, is going to check in for the Raiders, and 22, Harper, will take a seat.
That was such a hard hit. Whiplash, I think, would be the term. And it goes to Jordan Johnson, who was wide open. They were selling out for. There's a three-pointer. Got it! It's good!
Ronald Knight from the corner drains the 3, and the Dogs lead. 57-56.
Down the floor, Willis. Willis, paint, all the way, put it up, no good, and a foul called. Willis with a charge. Back to Cedartown with 1:49 to play in this game. Dogs leading for the first time since early in the second period.
This place is loud right now. And it needs to stay that way for the next minute 52.
In it goes. This is Jordan Johnson. Johnson will bring it down the floor. Jordan, cross half court, heads to the hoop. The senior feeds underneath, and it's a stolen pass. Samuel Harper steals it away. Now Willis. Dogs up by 1, 57-56. Driving, hoop, jumper is up, no good. Rebound taken by Cedartown. A fight for the ball, jump ball. Possession will stay with Cedartown.
Billy Darden went up and just took that one away from Aurelian, who has the size advantage, but it didn't matter because Billy Darden had the fight advantage.
Timeout called by Southeast. Will take it with him. Dogs up by 1, 57-56. 1:29 to play in this game. Hey, don't go anywhere.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Dogs on top by 1 point, 57-56. The three-pointer from the left side. That was it Calvin Diamond who made the three?
Ronald Knight.
Ronald Knight with the three-pointer, beg your pardon. Sorry to Ronald on that. But a humongous three-pointer by the senior. And the Dogs lead it with 1:29 to play in this game.
Cedartown
by 1.
Cedartown has outscored this Raiders team 17-10 in this fourth period, and that's why they have the 1 point advantage here with right at a minute and a half to play.
Cedartown will have an inbounds pass. And it goes to Xavier Holiday. Student section on their feet. Xavier Holiday inside with a minute 20 to play. Now he'll try to drive it. He'll feed now, and we got a whistle.
Oh, they're going to call it travel.
Oh, my, and he was getting pushed all day long, too.
And Coach Frazier wants that call, and he's not going to get it. He hasn't gotten anything our way all night long.
Cedartown had 2 technicals in the Heritage game, and I know Cedartown does not want that to happen. So then it goes to Joe Willis with a minute 15 to play. Dogs up by 1 point, 57-56.
Need a turnover, and we're going to get off.
No,
I thought we were going to get it.
And we do! MJ Holiday ahead. Ronald Knight. Ronald with a slow pass ball, still loose, is still on the ground. And now we got a jump ball possession. Let's see. Jump ball possession will go to Southeast. And Cedartown just squashed an opportunity right there. The pass, that bounce pass underneath, Sam, was too slow.
It was too slow of a pass to Donald Knight, and they weren't able to get there. And Southeast with a chance to capitalize with right at a minute to play, down by 1. Cedartown needs a steal here. We need some insurance.
Doing a full court press with one man defending the basket back behind him. Now they're going to retreat, and it goes to number 1, Job Willis. Dogs up by 1. Inside a minute to play. Willis, top of the key, goes left side. Knocked away but recovered. It's number 4, Elijah Hunt. They'll go outside for the 3. It's up and no good. Cedartown gets the rebound, holds on to it for a moment. Ronald Knight, who had that three-pointer to give the Dogs the lead. Ahead to Billy Darden. Now back outside, Ronald. Ronald back to Billy. Billy passed outside. They're running time off the clock. Back to Billy on the right. Billy Darden in trouble, and we got a whistle and a timeout called by Benji Frazier. He had to do it. 29 seconds to go. Actually, 35 seconds to go, beg your pardon. We'll fix our clock. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here as Cedartown will have an inbounds pass.
They're going to have it in the corner. That's what the coaching staff was confirming with the officials. Where will we get the ball? We'll get it right in the corner, but it's going to be in front of our bench, so it won't be on the baseline. And then we're going to have 35.7 seconds left. It's 57-56. Obviously, you want to hold the ball as much as you can and run as much time off as you can. But you also have to remember that you only have a 1 point lead. It's going to be a balancing act. Do you take a shot, and if you do, when do you take that shot?
I'd say only until you have to. And Southeast is going to employ the same defense that we did to steal. And the big number 24 is right in front. They get it inbounds. It'll be out off of Southeast.
Off of number 1, Willis. But it was close there. They wanted it. Willis wanted it, but he's not going to get it. So it's going to stay with Cedartown right in front of the bench.
Looking for somebody open. Timeout. Billy Darden calls time.
It's going to be tough going getting this ball in.
Well, you got number 24, Victor Aurelian, standing right in front. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take it with him as well. 60-second break back after this.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you. you.
Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Wide open underneath. It goes into Cedartown number 3. It's going to be out of bounds. No, he missed the shot, and it's going to be a turnover to Southeast Whitfield. Billy Darden was wide open, and he missed it. And the rebound goes to Southeast, and they call a quick timeout. Maybe 2 seconds tipped off the clock. Sam, that was a humongous miss. Sam is beside himself. He's tied in knots over here.
31.8 seconds is the time showing on the official scoreboard. That is the official game time. It is 57-56. The Dogs had a chance to go up by 3, but like you said, Billy Darden missed the wide open shot underneath. Cedartown had trouble getting the pass in. They wanted to try to go, I think, to Jordan Johnson around the half-court line. However, he fell. I think there was a question about whether or not he might have been pushed. There was no call, and so this is where we stand. Southeast has got to go the full court to get to their end. They'll inbound it right here in front of the Cedartown bench, the student section on their feet.
And the Dogs are going to do a full-court press with a safety in
everybody but Billy.
Backcourt. Looking for somebody open. They get it in. Number 1, Joe Willis. Time ticking away. Inside 30 seconds.
Run, clock, run. There it is. There's an offensive foul, I believe. That should be an offensive foul on 3 for Southeast. But we're not going to get it.
They have not. There's a timeout. They called a timeout before anything else happened. So now that's 27 seconds to play. Holy smokes.
The timeout came just before
the offensive foul.
Matthew Brock put a shoulder in one of our defenders. So it's going to be 26.7 seconds left.
Whew.
And again, it's a 1-point game. Southeast will inbound the ball right around half court, I believe, Andrew.
Yeah, just inside Cedartown side.
On the far side. So now they've only got to go half the distance. And in the basketball world, they've got a long time to do it.
And what scares you is if you foul them.
If you foul them, it's almost game
automatic.
over.
It's almost automatic.
If you foul them, it's almost game over because they're going to go to the free throw line in a 1-on-1 situation, and they are absolutely lethal from the free throw line. They have only missed, I believe, 4 free throws all night.
27 seconds to go, and Southeast will check it in on the far side. Cedartown is going to defend the basket. And it goes to Job Willis. 25, 24, 23 Willis. Dogs up by 1.
Will they hold for a last second shot?
Willis, looks like they may do that. Willis, center. Back to the outside if they get somebody open underneath. Ball tipped and still on the floor. And still a 5-4.
Run, clock,
it's still
run.
loose. They get it back. Driving, spin, ball loose. Ronald Knight, he's got it. 2-1, a whistle and a foul called. 1 second to play. Foul called on Southeast Whitfield.
The defense of the Cedartown Bulldogs is probably going to win them this ball game with 1.7 seconds left. They have played really good defense all game, but it has been lights out in this final 1.5 to 2 minutes of this fourth period as there's a timeout on the floor.
We're going to keep it here. It's only a 30-second timeout.
This is, I mentioned it at halftime, the atmosphere is late season, getting ready to go into the playoffs atmosphere. This game play has been late season going into playoffs.
This is like all I want for Christmas is a Bulldog win.
Well, we're 1.7 seconds away from getting that win.
This will be our final home game before 2022. And this crowd is hoping to send the Bulldogs to Spring Garden on Thursday on a high note.
Cedartown 1-2 overall coming into this game, 1-1 in region play. If they hold on here, they'll go to 2-2 overall, 2-1 in region play, and we would hand Southeast Whitfield their third overall loss and their first loss in region play. Cedartown will inbound the ball.
They will. It'll be Jordan Johnson to handle the chores. Breaking away, so looking for somebody open. They get it in, and a quick foul, less than a second to play, and that will be, I think, free throws. 6-team foul, so free throws coming for MJ Holiday. So he could ice it with these free throws here.
MJ has been to the free throw line once tonight, and he is 1 for 2 so far. And as you hear the student section, they are beginning to say and bid their farewell to the Raiders of Southeast Whitfield.
I feel a lot more comfortable, though, with more than a 1-point lead. Free throw doesn't go. They get the rebound. They'll try a half-court try. Took out the cheerleaders. Cedartown wins by 1 in a thriller finish here at Cedartown, 57-56. Everybody appears to be okay in the Southeast cheerleader squad. But a humongous victory by Cedartown, coming from behind to win the second region win that they've done that. They came from behind to beat Pickens right here, and they did it again against Southeast Whitfield right here, winning 57-56. We'll come back and wrap up this game after this short timeout. Cedartown basketball is here on the Big Double A.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockhorn Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Final score, Cedartown wins in dramatic fashion. Do you have any nerves left? I do not. 57-56, Cedartown wins, and you can thank Ronald Knight with that three-pointer, that clutch three-pointer that put the Bulldogs up for good with just under 2 minutes to play in the game. And then Cedartown's defense, Sam, took over.
They did. Lights out defense in that final 2 minutes by Cedartown. They had played good defense all game. We had, changed up the way that we were playing our defensive schemes, but we came back to what worked there in the last few minutes of the fourth, which is what worked really well for us there in the fourth. Scoring-wise, MJ Holiday led the charge with 22 points on the night for Cedartown, followed by Ronald Knight with that big three. He finishes with 10 on the night, and then you've got both Calvin Diamond and Mario Maldonado that finished with 4. Jordan Johnson with 5. Jordan Johnson with 4. DJ Watley finishes the night with 3. Billy Darden with 2, and Xavier Holiday with 1. We talked about free throws. We talked about how good that Southeast Whitfield Raiders team was on free throws. They were 17 for 20 from
That's
the
incredible.
stripe.
That's incredible. That's how you win ball games, and they almost did. But couple less free throws, and Cedartown would have lost that game. And Cedartown, from the free throw line, if you had to
6 for 14 from the free throw line.
That's got to improve, and they know it. Coach Frazier knows it. The team knows it. And a lot of times it's that fundamental stuff that can cost you. Thankfully, the Bulldogs were able to hold on and win this game 57-56 after trailing a lot of the second period and most of the second half.
Yeah, they trailed, I would say, 80% of the second period, and then again probably
98% of the second half
in general. They just they played tough defense down the stretch when they needed to. They made baskets when they needed to. We've got to improve on free throws, obviously, but we handled the ball well, which is something that we did not see in the girls' game. So a little different, tale of two different teams. You've got, as you mentioned, you've got a senior heavy boys team. You do not have that senior heavy girls team. You got one in Marysville Brumby that was not on the court tonight, but a senior heavy boys team, and they come away with a victory as well. It's a good night to be a Bulldog. Both our girls team and our boys team come away with region wins against the Southeast Whitfield Raiders, and I look forward to more basketball throughout the season. It's going to be exciting, and I tell you what, that's another thing that I think you can say is a positive coming off of a successful football season is that momentum, that student engagement, the involvement, the community excitement. It just carries over into basketball season, and then we're going to have a good basketball season that's going to carry over into baseball season. So, folks, I wish almost that you could purchase a season ticket for every home game for every sport. If you could, I would tell you to do that. But be here, cheer on these Bulldogs. We want you here in person so that you can help with that momentum, help with that home field advantage. But, of course, if you can't, we want you right here on WGAA 106.1 FM. AM 1340 will be on Facebook Live throughout the season, also available on the NFHS network. And I tell you what, I've got to get a shout-out to our cameraman. Joseph is a phenomenal cameraman. How old's Joseph? 10, 11 years old? 12 years old. He is our cameraman. He was our cameraman throughout
football season. He's going to be with us here during basketball season. Him and Gail are going to share the duties.
They both do an outstanding job, and they are a vital part of this team that brings you the broadcast each and every game, each and every time the Bulldogs are on the field, on the court, or on the diamond.
That's right. Big win for Cedartown, 57-56. Cedartown back in action on Thursday. We're going to be on Alabama time. Cedartown taking on Spring Garden Lady Dogs. We have a big test ahead of them. Cedartown boys hoping to keep their momentum flowing as we go over to across the border to take on Spring Garden over in Alabama. That'll be Thursday, 7 o'clock start for the girls, 8:30 for the boys. We'll have that for you here on the Big AA. For Sam Branch, I'm Andrew Carter. Remember, when the Dogs play, you'll hear them on the Big AA. Have a great evening, folks. Cedartown wins by the slimmest of margins, 57-56 over Southeast Whitfield.
W291 Cedartown. Your home for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs. AM 1340 and now 106.1 FM WGAA. The